My name is James Williams Jr. Ow. And this is Comfy Habits number 2. Thought I'd hit you guys up before I hit the shower because I had to go to a job fair, so I'm still wearing the clothes from last night. So I want to talk to y'all about what just happened to me up the street. Alright? Don't worry, it wasn't anything bad, but as a person who's known for making statements and not knowing at all, I'm going to make a statement right here, right now. So most of us pride ourselves on our education. But most of us don't know that our education, especially if you only got through high school, or like me, got through some of college and didn't get to finish due to circumstances beyond your control. One, everything that you have to relearn in high school, from grade school and middle school, and going to college, and you have to relearn more shit that you can't use in real life, is bullshit. For some reason, most colleges' curriculums, as I stated like 4 seconds ago, is bullshit. Because one, why in the hell are you not teaching me something that I don't know? Why don't you teach me the truth about American history with Native Americans and not just black history, and teaching us how to be racist towards white people and other people of color and things like that? Because you're not allowed to do so. That's why. A lot of teachers have not been fighting for the right to change the curriculum. And if you know anything like me, and you know for a fact that, the best way to learn a job is to be taught what the job actually entails instead of pretty much chopping at the bit. And then once you learn as you go, be like, well, damn, why didn't they teach me that while I was in college? Why didn't they teach me that while I was in school? Why didn't they teach me a skill set that actually connects to the job? So, the one word that I'm going to tell you about is the curriculum. See, the school curriculums are in place because of laws and things that they don't want you to know. Or they don't want to actually let you find out the hard way, because here's what you need to know. You got a 300-page book, and out of that 300 pages, maybe 150 will be something that you will actually read, actually something that you do. Why do you need 300 pages in a book when it's overkill and you're only going to read yay so many chapters and yay so many books to do your job? Now, as I was talking to some people about this for like the last 2 days, one, if you're going to be a surgeon, and people donate their bodies for science, most of the time they're on ice, then you should have a surgeon teach you how to be a surgeon. And yeah, you need the books for that, when the degree is necessary. But when you sit here and you go to school and you reading and reading and reading and you're doing all this stuff and they're giving you all these tests, and when you get the job that you've gotten so good at doing degrees for, and you realize that none of that shit you read is going to amount to a hill of beans when it comes to doing your damn job, you wake up. So the curriculums need to be changed to something a little bit more modern, where you're actually going to learn something that you're actually going to be able to do when you graduate. Now, as a doctor, you have to have your residency. As a lawyer, you have to study the bar. You have to read every freaking law in existence just to be on the safe side, which 90% of the laws in existence are barely even enforced. Right? And now, globally, it changes. So, let's say you have your American degree as a doctor, and most American degrees are accepted everywhere. So, let's say you're an American, you're a doctor, and you get a job in Singapore. Well, there's no chewing gum, there's no spitting on the grass. Hell, if you puke up, you might be in some trouble. Those laws in Singapore are highly fucking enforced. I've never been to Singapore, but I grew up in the age where that young man decided, because his parents were diplomats, that he could do what he wanted. He started taking off stop signs and throwing them through people's car windows and just demolished one whole block. And he got his ass Singapore caned. Did he deserve it? You're goddamn right he deserved it. You know why? Because he had no business damaging other people's stuff. Now, let me dry shave this hair off my arm before I go jump in the shower. Yeah, that's the pink razor you seeing, and yeah, that hair is magically delicious. Anyhow, no. The thing you gotta understand is that when you take these classes, you get these curriculums, unless you're a doctor or a lawyer, you know, the doctors mostly get most of their training during their residency. So when you get out of high school, if you want to be a doctor, I advise you to go slam to college. Don't take a year off because it takes almost 12 years to be a doctor, depending on what kind of doctor you're going to be. I also advise you to take private practice because a lot of hospitals and doctors and stuff overcharge people with health insurance and all this other BS that goes on. So, you know, people who become doctors generally become doctors because they have an incurable desire to help people. It's the same thing with people who become firefighters or policemen or soldiers and superheroes and stuff like that. Because we have an unbound desire that we want to help people. That somehow or another we believe that we can help save the earth and the people of the earth, which is generally the fire that burns within inside of most of us. And then there are people who are just mediocre, who just don't give a damn about nothing and don't want to save nobody, but when they need to be saved, they want to be saved so that they can continue to live their non-productive or productive life, depending on what they do for a living. All right. So, as I said, for most places, these curriculums are bullshit. Now, I say it like that for the simple fact that in school, I totally remember learning history over and over and over until I got to college, where I got to learn a little bit more history and truth. And as I said before, for history classes, you know, history class teaches little black kids and little white kids to become racist. Because before history class, you know, my white friends and my black friends didn't really give a fuck that I was mixed. You know, and in the second, the third, and the fourth grade history classes, you know, none of that shit really struck them until we had that race war, where I wasn't a whole nigger, I was a half nigger, and where white people just didn't trust me because I was half, and black people just really couldn't trust me or stand me because I was half, and that was before we found out that I was part Native American. Then the fan really blew the shit all over the place. But in history, history is covered with mystery and shades of gray. For all you people watching this, especially if you're school age, and I'm sorry for cussing, if you're a school age kid, you probably shouldn't be watching this, but you will learn the difference of what happened and what they want you to believe happened. Now, when I went to college and I had to take history, again, but history is my favorite subject, so I didn't really have a problem with it, except for the fact that I never knew. Now, here's what I never knew. I never knew that the big tribes in Africa sold out the tribes that some of my ancestors were most likely in, and then shipped their ass over here to Africa. And by so, it basically means here's your options. We're going to kill you and your tribe, or we're going to sell you so that the rest of us can have population control over Africa. And so all you motherfuckers that we don't like, you either die or you go get on that boat, which means you're probably still going to die because no one really explains to us that the main reason why people died in that 190-day trip from Africa to America is really quite simple. Starvation, plagues, disease, or you was chained to a dead body, and instead of unlocking your chain and letting you go ramishing around the boat, they decided to throw your ass and that whole flank of bodies off. You might have been the only person that's still alive on that boat full of dead bodies. But you're at this end of the thing, and like 20 dead bodies are down this side. So they had like basically an ejector booth where they put the damn bodies on, and the shit dropped and slid out the boat and into shark-infested waters your ass went. You could holler and scream all you want, but being that you didn't speak their language, one more black person, go, fuck them. We got 350,000 more sit right over here on this boat. And on the boat behind us, we got just as many. So, they don't teach you that in history. What they teach you is, oh yeah, we got these white people with these whips that's going to whoop your ass and put you on the block and sell you. And you're going to have sex with people that's kin to you, but you don't know it because that's just the way they did things. So, now that I just gave you a lesson in history, here's your part you need to do while you're young, while you're going to school. You need to change the curriculum. You need to get your parents to protest the school boards to change the curriculum. We don't need this much history to keep repeating itself. We need to learn history. We need to learn the good, the bad, the ugly, and just have it every year, either in small doses, but not keep repeating the same shit from the 2nd grade to the 7th grade, and then you get into the 8th grade, you get a refresher course. Now let's talk about Native American history. They don't tell you about how before the white man landed here, there were tribal wars. They don't tell you about that. Tribes fought each other over this land too. There's no saints and no ethnicities. Why do I say that? Because it's the truth. But people forget about the bad things also in American history, about how we put Japanese people in entrapment camps, how we made Native Americans go live on these rocks they call reservations, and now we want to try and take them away from them. But no, that's too much like the right thing to do to teach you right from wrong while they're teaching you history. Now, I'm going to end this conversation with this. I'm 44 years old. The curriculum hasn't changed since I was 6 years old. Oh yeah, there has been one minor important change to the curriculum. Some asshole got a raw hair up his ass and decided, hey, the kids don't need to know how to write their signatures anymore. There will be no more cursive writing. There will be no more music programs. There will be little programs, and certain schools will have music programs and other schools will not. So we're going to change the curriculum and make sure that all these public schools either don't have a music program or an arts program, and all of y'all are going to not know how to sign your fucking name on a check because you're not going to be able to do cursive. So when you get my age, you're going to see cursive writing and be like, what the fuck is that? So first, let's put the arts back in school. Second, let's put cursive writing back in school. And third, if you're going to change the curriculum, you're supposed to make the curriculum better, not worse. After all, education is the most popular and powerful thing that you will ever have in life. But if you guys don't give us a standard curriculum that actually makes sense instead of a curriculum that pretty much shoves a red hot poker up your ass with no Vaseline, then you're fucking us over. I don't like being fucked over, especially if there's no chicks involved. I'm James Williams Jr., this is Comfort Number 2. Be seeing you.